Hello there and a warm welcome to ZungukaTV. My name is Anjeli Satandi and today we are going to be talking to MCA Tricky, who is a stand-up comedian and an engineer here in Kenya. Remember to comment, like, subscribe and share to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms, that is at ZungukaTV.ke across all social media platforms. I'll let MCA Tricky do his own introduction.
My name is MCA Tricky. Napenda mayai na samosa.
Before we get into the serious question, I want to know how you balance between being a comedian and an engineer.
It's crazy. It's discipline. I love engineering, and that's why I still do it. Engineering has been my dream since I was young. That's why I still pursue it. So comedy came through in my life. Na ikakuwa kitu yenye siwezi acha. Na ndo kitu inaniletea do. So it's my hustle, my hustle. So as I hustle, I should also do what I love, which is engineering. So balancing is not difficult because it's all about school. Unapanga vitu za shule zina run, and then comedy you plan them as well na zina run. So balancing is not that difficult for me because I love both. They are my two babies.
So you can find a balance.
Yeah.
Let's recap your 2023, your highlights for the year 2023.
Highlights 2023 is March when I did my tricky comedy circuit in at Nairobi Cinema. It was a success, my special comedy night in my career as a stand-up comedian. Ukifanya a special comedy night na ikuwe successful, then that one tick na kufanyanga uguro. After that, another one is the tricky comedy circuit tour that I did outside Kenya. I was in London. I did my tour in London. I performed in 5 cities. I also went to Rwanda, and finally I went to Tanzania. So I can say those were my highlights in 2023 as far as my career is concerned.
How was the experience performing in outside countries compared to here in Kenya?
The experience was overwhelming. Number one, ilinifunza vitu mob sana. I learned a lot when I was doing my tour in London. Nililearn vitu different sana zenye sikuwa nimejua hapa Kenya. You know, when we are performing around, we are performing to people that know us.
Know you.
Tunawapigia stories zenye zina relate na hapa home. And when you go out, you meet some new audience. Unapata na Mfilipino hapo mwenye ajui afya center ni wapi. So you have to look for a job that will relate to them. Yes. So I learned a lot. I go to Rwanda. I find a country that has a confusion in languages. I will say that because Rwanda is a mixture of English speakers, French speakers, na Kinyarwanda. So you can imagine those three. So you have a crowd, half of it understands French, half of it understands English, English ni Kinyarwanda. So I learn. I do English comedy. Yeah.
Still on performing in other countries, which is not Kenya, how do you come up with content for such people who do not understand either Kiswahili? How do you come up with, put me in that headspace and creating content for such countries?
Whenever I'm moving to any new crowd or any new venue or else audience, I have to do research. Nikienda London, lazima nichape research. Nijue London nini happen. Yenye naweza create comedy out of it. Comedy is all about normal day life happenings, activities. So we create jokes out of the real life happenings.
Scenarios.
So nikienda London lazima nipige hesabu, lazima nipige research pia nijue supermarket za London zio hapenaje. Cause as going kama za Kenya, I have to create a joke out of there. Lazima nijue barabara zao wanatumianga barabara aje. Do they keep left? Do they keep right? I create a joke out of there. So it's all about research. I have to do research. Nikienda Rwanda, lazima nijue Kigali city, you run aje. Because si kama Nairobi.
What do they do?
Kigali city, do you know that at the every Saturday? No. Saturday ya mwisho ya every month. Kigali residents waingia kwa town ku collect litter, clean the city.
That's nice. I think Kenya we should adopt that.
We don't do that. So you create a joke out of that. So you have to do research. Yeah, it's all about research.
In March, that's last year, that's 2023, you were quoted saying that you're venturing into your own solo career. How is that journey so far?
It's nice, and very soon, and very much soon, we are launching our own show that will be running every week. It's a comedy night. It's not only comedy, but we got vibes and comedy. You will see it very soon. So far, so good. Venye nilisema hivyo, I was working on it. It's a project that you have to really do research. Now we package vizuri, you know how to do it. You have to plan. So I've been planning, and now it's time to execute it. So far, so good.
What's your opinion on stand-up comedy in Kenya currently? What's your take on it?
There is a very big gap. Very big gap when it comes to stand-up comedy. I feel that.
Do you feel like we're doing enough?
I feel that stand-up comedy we are not doing enough. Why? Because mtandao ilikuja ikatudanganya. Ilikuja, and then all stand-up comedians wakaingia mtandaoni kufanya, so wakaanza kuwa socialites. It's the truth. Tukaanza kuvlog, tukaingia kwa content creation ingine tofauti.
That's not stand-up comedy.
Yes, because we felt that it's like a shortcut. Because wase wana feel nikienda kwa mtandao nianze kuvlog kuhusu maisha yangu na mademu wangu, nitakuwa celeb. Okay, not audience yangu itakuwa inanifollow haraka, so I'll get money out of that. Wase wameachana stand-up comedy, and that is why I'm seeing the gap.
So you want to come and seal the gap?
Exactly.
There's so many Gen Zs who want to venture into the entertainment space, into the comedy space, and they do not know which avenues or which platforms to use to become stand-up comedians who can be recognized in this country. If you were to give some words of advice to such upcoming comedians who do not know where to start, what will those words be?
I'll tell them to come to my show. I'll give them a platform. I'll give them a platform. Kujeni kwa Tiki Comedy Nights. Tutawapea platform, tutagrow na wao, and eventually if there are good comedians, they will become big comedians in the country. One thing about comedy is that so long as you are funny, it will never fade in you. Comedy si kama tasema nini. Comedy ni comedy too. You have to be funny. You have to have jokes. So I will tell them, continue investing in your talent. Investing means do research, package yourself, package your brand, sharpen your skills. Kama ni performance, watch shows, learn how to perform comedy, learn how to deliver jokes, then look for platforms. Na ndio nawaambia, because Kenya sasa hakuna platform ingine ni yangu. Karibuni sana.
Last year we saw a lot of stand-up comedians coming up to put up shows whereby some had collaborations. Do you feel like moving forward you'll also take the same route, whereby you'll collaborate with the other stand-up comedians to come up with a show? Yes,
Sorry,
it will be the tricky show, but
I will correct you. Last year no stand-up comedian did a show except me. Tell me one.
you want us to drop names?
They did gigs. Those are not stand-up comedies.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do not consider whatever they did.
They are not stand-up comedies. Yeah. All of them, whatever they did.
What Abel Mutua did,
That
Mkurugenzi
is not
did.
stand-up comedy. That is not stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is you stand on stage with a mic and you make people laugh with.
But Njugush has also done something similar.
Oh yeah,
So,
Jugush did that. Yeah, Jugush is the only one who did that. Yeah, Jugush ile yake ya through thick and thin. Na wakabinye. Yeah, they did that.
Okay.
But the rest, haikuwa stand-up comedy.
So
But it was comedy, but not stand-up comedy. There's a difference.
there are so many people who feel as if Kenyans do not support their own. They concentrate on consuming outside content more than local content. Do you feel right now in the entertainment sector we're at a place you can say that Kenyans are now consuming content made in Kenya?
Kenyan supporters, I will say that. Personally, Kenyans support me. Because of course whatever I do online, whatever I do on my stand-up comedy, 90% of the consumption is from Kenyans. So for me, as far as stand-up comedy is concerned and comedy, Kenyans do support us. Maybe you talk about music. Hapo ndo kuna hiyo discussion ya Wakenya wanapenda Afrobeats, wanapenda bongo, wanapenda mapiano, hawapendi music ya Kenya. Kwa music hiyo ni ukweli. Kenyans consume outside music more than our
Why do you feel like they consume outside music more than ours? What should be changed?
I have talked about this before. Na watu wakanipiga mawe. But the fact is that it's a vibe. Uwezi control msee kupenda kitu yenye anataka. Like hii ni amapiano, hii ni afrobeat, hii ni bongo, hii ni Kenyan music. Kama Mkenya anataka afrobeat, uwezi mtoa hapo. Kama Ruga anaimba ngoma inatufanya tufanye hivi kwa klabu, you can never move the audience from there ati asikize Kenyan music. It's a vibe. So it's just us to up the game. As simple as that. Yeah.
I also want yesterday you put up a post on your Instagram page that Tricky Plus Entertainment will be having fun, vibes and laughter from 3rd February. What's that all about?
That's all about my fresh comedy show that I'm launching, that will be running. There's a big gap in the country. No stand-up comedy. It's been done currently, so I'm trying. Why not?
Will it be a regular show that airs on a particular day?
Yes.
Okay.
Saturdays. Yeah.
Saturdays. So you're going to be incorporating new comedians, veteran comedians, or what's the idea about the new show?
If you look at the tagline, your show, the fresh vibes.
And laughter.
Fresh means fresh. I'm
So
bringing
new
fresh
people.
vibes. No recycling of comedians. Yes.
So we're going to be seeing raw talent, new talent
Yes.
from upcoming comedians. So you're trying to place a platform for upcoming comedians. That's the idea.
Not only place a platform, but also offer my audience some fresh content, like something that they have not seen before. Even the structure of the show, wale wase wata perform, the style of the comedy is something fresh. Yeah, it's not recycling. We are not just recycling whatever has been happening. Yes.
Give us a sneak peek of what 2024 will be like for you, for Tricky as a comedian. 2024
will be more of stand-up comedy for me, not online skits. I'm moving away from.
You're very big on the online skits.
Yeah, I am, but I'm sorry, I will be moving away from that and transitioning to stand-up comedy because I believe that is where my strength lies. Yeah.
This is a side question. Take us through a typical day in your life. Just a normal day.
Oh my goodness. Hey. My typical day is crazy. I got school. I got a project that I'm working on. That is my thesis. I got, of course, meetings here and there. I got work, radio. I do radio. And I got clients job. I influence some brands. So lazima ni create content. These 4 things must be balanced throughout the day. So the young are going crazy.
So very hectic.
Sana. I have to plan it even a day before. Lazima nijue nikiamka na shoot saa ngapi, after shoot nakimbia JQuad saa ngapi, after JQuad na kama kuna mkutano, hiyo mkutano ndio place saa ngapi. After that I have to be on radio on time saa ngapi. So it's crazy. Yeah, that's my typical day.
There's been a lot of controversy when it comes to veterans who've assisted upcoming comedians to come up on stage. And you recently spoke about that with Churchill. And there was a bit of an online star because people were like, he didn't help us this much, he only did this and this. What do you feel is the importance of comedians, once they are already established, to thank the people who paved the way for them? Because you're going to be doing something similar, you're going to be paving way for upcoming stars, and it's also going to be another topic of discussion in the near future, and people are going to be like, Tricky did this, but he didn't do this. What's your take on all that when it comes to appreciating people who've paved the way for you in the industry?
Let me start by speaking about Churchill and his platform. That one, any day, anytime, it will be a fact that Churchill helped us. All of us, whatever we are having now, whatever we are gaining financially or influentially as brands, is all because of Churchill. That one we have to give him credit. That is a fact. Whether he gave you a car or not. Hiyo ni kitu yenye hatuwezi ruka. Hiyo ni kitu yenye you can't run away from the fact that Churchill Show is a platform that gave us these brands. Yeah. And whatever even this interview you were doing with me as MC Tricky is because of that platform. So whatever I'm gaining from now, even my show, yenye naanza sahi, it's a baby born out of Churchill show. That one you will never run away from. Whenever you see Tricky, Churchill's shadow is always
somewhere lingering.
Thank you. We will never run away from that. However we try to deny it or try to clarify any issue. That is the fact that Churchill show is the root of our success. Let me say this. Most of the times when let me speak about myself. My small company, Trick Plus Entertainment, kuna wase wengi wamepitia hapo na wakaomoka. Out of the small platform kuna wase wenye wamepitia hapo, tukafanya skits na wao wakajulikana out of there, waka move to the next level courtesy of that small beginnings, and some of them don't even recognize that. I don't care, because so long as I know that I met somebody out of something,
give them a platform.
That's cool. So sio lazima kila mtu appreciate. If you want to appreciate, appreciate. If you don't want, it's okay.
The main thing is that you give them a platform to become somebody or to develop their careers. Finally, as we wrap up, any advice that you can give to stand-up comedians who are coming up and they feel like their numbers are not growing as much, they're not being given enough recognition, and they feel like, oh, I'm good at this, but I feel like I'm not being given enough recognition for whatever I do. You know, there's that pressure of, I know I'm doing so much, but I'm not receiving enough feedback from whatever I'm doing.
For goal to be goal, it has to go through some material forming processes. So for you to be a good comedian that has traction, that is a brand, then be prepared to go through the process. Usitake tu kuamka kesho yake ukue Churchill. Ati unaamka tu kesho unafanya comedy siku mbili unataka kuwa professor. Never. Be prepared to be molded. Kuwa tayari kutengenezwa. Be prepared to go to a crowd, upige jokes, wakose kucheka. Go home, work on yourself. Get back to the crowd, uwachekeshe kidogo. Go home, work on yourself again. Mpaka wacheke. So stand-up comedy needs a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Nataka niwaambie tu wasifikirie ni kitu rahisi. Stand-up comedy is not like any that you can just...
It's not easy to make people laugh.
Hii inaana chenga. Si kama music yenye unaweza na studio ati producer apunguze fedha ati sauti itokee vizuri. Si kama dancing yenye unaweza enda udance, upractice dance fulani. Comedy, the results of comedy zitokea immediately. You're on stage, you crack a joke, it's funny, it's funny. It's not funny, it's not funny. There and then. So it needs a lot of patience. Usikuwe na haraka ya kuwa a good comedian. Be patient, take time to learn, do a lot of research, be relevant, work on your craft, do practice a lot of it. Get that mic in the church, enda kwa shule yenu yenye ulisomea, hold the microphone, try to make them laugh. Tumia hizo platform zote zikusharpen. Comedy is like it's just like wine. The more time you take, the better you get. Yes.
Before you give us your parting shots, so there'll be any additions for your new show? If people want to participate, that is.
My new show is happening. I'm launching my show 3rd of February. Expressway Lounge. Come through. Is the new experience. Fresh vibes and laughter.
Can give us the social media handles where people can find you?
At MCA Tricky everywhere. Blue tick. Usitafute, kuna pseudo mingi sana. Kuna fake accounts mingi. Tafuta yenye kuna blue tick. Facebook at MCA Tricky Kenya, Instagram at MCA Tricky, Twitter at MCA Tricky pia, TikTok at MCA Tricky. Zote verified.
Do you mind dropping a joke before I wrap up?
Yes, I have a joke.
Yeah.
About my grandmother. My grandmother is funny. Yeah.
That's the joke.
You should look for her. Akuchekeshe. Take it from the source.
She's the inspiration behind this.
Yes. Very funny.
Okay. We'll definitely be looking for her to make us laugh.
Sure.
So she can also feature in the show. She'll be making an appearance.
Sitaki kumtoa kwa mtandao mwanze kumtumia kama mimi. Nikitoa grandmother yangu kwa mtandao, mimi zake zitatambaa wewe. Ni mbaya. Ni mbaya sana. Na YouTube ile tobacco. Then bila kuweka hapa kama
Okay.
Nikimweka mtaanza kumtumia kama mimi, sasa sitamweka.
That's interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to comment, like and subscribe and share to our YouTube channel and follow our social media pages. That is at ZungukaTV.ke. My social media handle is at Angelis_Tandi. Until next time, goodbye.